Hello, everyone, and welcome to yet another Glimesh team meeting. Today is January 19th, 2021. This is the third team meeting of the new year. So it's been pretty exciting so far. Thank you, everyone, for being here, both in chat and in Discord. As always, if you are in chat or in Discord and you talk or text, your audio, your text will be recorded and uploaded to YouTube. So if you don't consent to that, don't talk in either of those locations. I'm running a whole new setup tonight. So we've got a computer that shouldn't shit the bed while we're recording this. We have actually a new way to present some of the team meeting details. We've got chat up over here that you should be able to read now. So if anything goes wrong, we'll get it fixed here shortly. So yeah, this is kind of our team meeting. We do this weekly. This is to cover Glimesh news for one, but also updates to the team, updates to our metrics, and any kind of challenges that we have. We host it every week. We actually had someone earlier who was trying to figure out if there were better ways to get information about Glimesh, specifically when we're going to launch. And I did want to take some time real quick to explain that if you're curious at when Glimesh is going to launch, don't worry. You don't have to attend this meeting. What we'll do is we'll make sure we notify you in every single location that we possibly can. We're going to email you. We're going to send you a Twitter. We're going to get on your Instagram feed. We're going to fleet you. We're going to send carrier pigeons to your door. You'll know when we go live. You'll know 2 weeks before we go live. You don't have to attend this meeting. This meeting is really just for us. This meeting is for you. This meeting is for the company. So I just want to make that clear. Now, you will hear about the launch date here first, but we'll put it on Twitter the very next day or maybe the same night. So, all right, with that, we have a whole new format here, so let's get started. We're actually doing a slideshow now to show some more imagery, and also to make things a little bit larger for everyone. It's also going to make it super easy to publish this after the fact if we want to, without our internal notes sitting around. So as always, we cover our metrics first. I actually made a couple of new metric slides. I'm sorry it's light mode, but that's just who I am as a person. We are now including more and more metrics that we want to start tracking, especially as we go into launch. Hold on, I have a really funny note. I clicked to that slide and my face lit up like crazy because it was such a difference between this and this. So we'll try and get some darker colors, but I'm not sure it's going to happen. But we're adding brand new metrics to this, not only things that we want to start tracking now, but also things that we want to start tracking as we go into launch, as we start actually getting streams on board, as we start to get people subscribe to the platform, subscribe to channels. We want to track all these numbers. One of the newest numbers that we did add is MRR, which is monthly recurring revenue, which is a stat or a number that startups frequently use to just basically visualize growth. Monthly recurring revenue is just how much revenue you have in a month that's recurring. And recurring is very important because recurring means stability, means sustainability. As opposed to like a one-time donation, recurring is a way that we can actually project how much not only Glimesh charges, but also how much Glimesh makes, which gives us profit, of course. And so over here on the right-hand side, you can kind of see the MRR growth over time. Now, again, this is just with some, internal testing that we're doing. But these are real numbers, and it's a way for us to start kind of looking at this trend line over time. You can also see new subscribers, which is new purchases on the platform. You'll be able to see the MRR growth month over month if it went up or down. And then also what products we have that are the most popular, whether that's the platform founder, the platform supporter, or the channel subscriptions. I bet and I hope that the channel subscriptions are the number one there. And then on the left here, we've got our socials. So we did pretty good last week. It was kind of a small, it was kind of a slow week, if you will. But on Discord, we have 52 new users, Twitter 72, Reddit is 8, Instagram's 11, and Facebook is 6. On the platform, we grew about 343 new users And then on apps, we grew by 4 new apps. And I actually know that there's a couple of new integrations that I want to show off here in a minute, which is super exciting. And then, like I mentioned, we'll start tracking monthly recurring revenue. This will just be the weekly average for the month. Anyone have any questions on this slide? Anything that they want me to clarify? My favorite part of the I think it'll be this chart as we grow. This will be really fun to watch, or really detrimental to watch and extremely stress-inducing. We'll see. Yeah, there's a churn rate I think right under this that we can also show. I just couldn't fit it all on one page. It's also hard. We have to make sure we're not tracking like gift subs once we have gift subs. All right, I'm going to keep going. So here's some wins that we had in this past week. We were able to get out 2 brand new pages, actually 5 brand new pages. We covered DMCA last week. I just want to bring it up again just because it's so important. This is a brand new page that we launched that walks you through Glimesh's DMCA policies, how they apply to you, and also does a little bit to explain, what copyrights are in the first place, what our responsibilities are, and tries to make this a more, consumable process. You can always find it at the very bottom of the page under DMCA policy, and then give it a read, look at some of the resources, and let us know if you have any questions. Same thing for the new About page. This one's super exciting. Barcode, BarXCDE, Barky McBark, designed these new pages, and then I totally annihilated the design and put them into the actual website, so I apologize for that. Can I help you, dog?
She's just sitting there crying.
She's staring. Can you hear her grunting? This is weird. Can you go away, please? Yeah.
Can you go outside?
All right. So this is a brand new page. We have tons of information here, not only about our founding, but what we're striving to do here. We have information for streamers to know what kind of features we have and what they can be excited about. Things like discoverability, our subscriptions, our moderation policies, the faster than light technology that we have, interface, and then our community. And then on the team page, this is brand new. This lists all of our kind of contributors and Glimesh community team members in a nice, neat page. So you can see everyone's beautiful avatars and names here. And then information on how to join. And then, of course, our mission statement, which has... that's so annoying. But a nice little mission statement that I quoted of myself. Super weird. So thanks again, Huh? I know, I should. Well, I was reading a lot of the other mission statement pages for other smaller companies, and they did it. And I'm assuming they did it because their media person asked their founder, hey, what's our mission? And then they quoted that, but I just asked myself. So just cutting out the middleman or middlewoman. All right. So check these pages out. They're live on the site. Click glimesh.tv. Go to the very bottom. You'll see them. Let me know if you have any questions. All right. Some other ones that we had. We did a very successful third-party integration poll that had over 457 responses. It seems like chatbots are one of the most requested third-party integrations, but there's certainly tons of audience for stream overlays and restreaming. We actually do have a couple of community chatbots that are in progress, which is super nice. And I definitely know we've got a couple of alert services / overlays that are getting ready to be supported on Glimesh. However, there's no restreaming options available right now. So we've been reaching out to Restream and some of the other providers to make sure, or to show them that we're interested in integration. But if anyone is looking for some fun code to write, maybe a restreaming tool would be in your future. The other thing we did is we put together a list of community projects in one place. That way we can actually kind of share the love a little bit. So this is a new Twitter list that we made. You can find it on our Glimesh page. It actually links to all of the integrations that are working with us. And we'll track their tweets over time so you can stay up to date on their updates and whatnot. All right, and then from the product development team, there's a couple of new updates. Hayden is going fucking ham on refactoring the JNS FTL plugin. In fact, I think I checked it out this morning, and it is. Oh, I just broke everything. I checked it out this morning, and he is absolutely going crazy. So let's see here. It's called Massive Refactor. That's the name of the branch. And then it's got it's got 5,000 changed lines of code, both deletions and additions. So from the top, almost a rewrite of the FTL plugin, which is super awesome. And he let us know that it is now successfully building, which is a huge step, especially for C++ code, because it won't build until it works. And then I think he did say it did crash immediately after, but that's expected, so no problem. Another thing we did is we integrated a tool called App Signal, which helps us track errors in production. This way, anytime a user encounters an error, it logs a report with us, and then we're able to go actually look at that issue, hopefully debug it, get it fixed, get it patched. We also did some homepage cleanups for the font. There was some weird spacing issues. We were doing left to right when we should have been doing right to left, or vice versa. So that's now fixed thanks to Ember and Hayden. And then we actually did get a bug fix out for the two-factor problem that people were having, where you would try and enter your two-factor code and it would say that it was invalid, even though it was definitely valid. It was because there was a slight time difference between the server and us. So Shrink, which is another developer, put in a fix for that. We also launched a quick JavaScript change that makes chat much faster, especially as chat gets really large. We were actually doing something very efficient before, and that's fixed now. Any questions on that? All right. All right, so then we talk about ongoing challenges. So these are things that are constantly impacting us. We want to make sure that you know that they exist. Oh shit, look at that. Hold on, short intermission. Look, my fan's on. Sorry about that. Look, NJ, I'm trying to have a meeting here. Don't interrupt. All right, so these are our ongoing challenges. These are things that are definitely unfortunate from all sides, and we're actively working on making them better. The first one we've been very clear about. There's a lack of information and process around foreign tax and legal obligations in relation to payouts. So how do we as a business send money to other people, and how do we make sure that the right tax payments are paid? That's been something that's been a challenge. We definitely have a very straightforward path now. Stripe offers us a lot of tools to help make this tax process much simpler and easier. We have to implement them. We have to make sure they're good, and then we'll be able to get that out. Stripe supports something like 40 countries, so that'll be the really easy hit list of countries that we can support. But if you live outside of that, of those 40 countries, there is going to be a long time before Glimesh offers payouts in your location. Now, anyone in the world can pay in, so you can anyone can subscribe to anyone else, but the people who can actually get the sub buttons will be limited to the people that Stripe supports, or the countries that Stripe supports. As always, there's ongoing DMCA copyright licensing knowledge that we need to get, that we need to have, and we need to help share with you. we put together that DMCA, the Glimesh DMCA policy guide, which should put you in the right direction. We're also going to continue to partner with more and more music providers, not only independent artists, but other platforms like Pretzel or Streambeats or whoever else will take our call, and be able to hopefully give you those as resources that you can use for your stream to do it right, to do it the right way. And then this was brought up a couple weeks ago. There's a very old, at this point, payment standard called 3D Secure, which basically just confirms that you want to make a purchase when you actually make a purchase. And European countries have been doing it forever. They just recently started requiring it, so we actually need to modify some of our payment code to support this 3D Secure, and then we'll be able to support those European countries again. All right, any questions on the challenges? All right. No idea what the next slide is. Dog's fine. Oh, hold on. Yeah, wait, let's check with the dog. Dog's on the couch. Fan is still running? For sure, yeah. Let's see. Yep. Yeah, don't worry. Let me check. Let's see, activity monitor. What's using the fan? Oh, hold on, energy. Loading, processing. Oh, OBS, what are you doing? Gosh, crazy. Here, I can close Firefox, I'll make it better. There we go. Yeah, OBS for Mac is not great. It's very broken. All right, Blue, I'm gonna go ahead and mute you, okay? Or do you want to mute yourself? Blue? All right, I'll get you. Okay, cool. We'll go ahead and keep going here. So the next thing is a new section, brand new. This is the first time we've ever had it. I think it's super exciting. We were going through earlier and making the wins earlier, and some of our team put in a lot of these community items, and we definitely wanted to include them because this is a win in itself. People are making awesome things for this community. So these are the first two that we've got included here. The first one is a really cool tech demo, maybe hopefully later actual service. Who knows? I don't know. It's up to Little Toon Cat. But it's Glimesh plays Mario. No, it's not. We're going to move on, Necron. So you can see here in this little demo, you run a Python script, or the person runs a Python script. Oh, don't do that. Oof. Is this playing? Okay, Safari. I'm going to blame Safari. Anyways, it's super cool. I'll show it off in a minute here. So that's a very interactive Mario, which basically reads your commands from chat and then will make Mario perform those actions. You may know Twitch plays Pokemon. Well, this is actually real time, so that's much better. And then the next cool thing is, we've had a lot of characters built for Glimesh. We have not only the Glim Drops, but we also have the precursor to any of those, which is Glimchan. And Glimchan's been around for a while now, and she is now in 3D, which is completely unexpected. I think that came out of nowhere. And now apparently you can use Glimchan for your VTuber avatar or VR chat. And apparently there's apparel, like the Glimesh t-shirt, which is unavailable in real life, but apparently completely available online, which is super cool. So, yeah, and that was made by Shikask. Yeah, I think it was Freud Studio. Yeah. Yeah. We're planning on selling merch basically when we announce the launch date. That way you'll be able to get it in time to wear it on stream. Yeah, we'll do community show and tell. We don't know yet if it'll be like things that we pick out randomly or if we'll have some kind of entry. But for now, just keep posting every time you do awesome stuff, and we'll keep an eye out for it. Just make sure you make it so I can include it easily, so screenshots or whatever. That helps. All right, and then as always, our roadmap update. This should be much easier to read now. We're still working on two core features. These are kind of, one of them, the payment controls, is kind of taking a slight back burner as I work on some smaller things here and there. But we need that before we can launch. We need you to be able to change your payment methodology. And then on the streaming side, Hayden is right in the middle of that FTL rewrite. That's going to give us hopefully a good foundation for some more stability mitigations. But I don't know if we've done any at all today, but there's still some issues that we have, like the gray screens and whatnot. And that'll get better with time as well. But we want to make sure we have that buttoned up. Excuse me. All right. That is it for the Glimesh team meeting. Did anyone have anything that I forgot, or anything that they wanted to add, or anything that they wanted to ask that was related to the team meeting? If not, we'll do questions and answers here in a second of anything you have, anything you want. Yeah, for sure. We'll have it available before lunch. Yeah, it's Stripe supports it, no problem. We just have to implement a modal, but that would cut out like the entire, that would cut out a huge chunk of our users. So we definitely want to have that. It's still running at about 1,200 RPM for the fan update. All right. If there's no other questions, what we'll do now, I'll answer that in 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay, yeah, so what I'll do now is I'll go ahead and end the stream. If anyone has any questions, stick around. Sorry, I'm not ending the stream. I'm going to end the recording. If you have a question, just stick around. We'll ask them here live on stream. Thank you, everyone. See ya.